Finally, I think the last thing to show you and make you aware of is the fact that in InTime Core, we're also able to manage contract documents. So there's two ways in which you can do this, or two different types of documents that you can administer to your workers, for example, and these are for acceptance. So it could be perhaps agency terms, it could be a self-bill arrangement that you've got with them, something in which you obviously need them to accept. You can also submit information requests. So these can be something like perhaps a driving license, a passport request. It could perhaps be a P45, something like that. And with our contract pool, you can submit specific rules into them. So, for example, if you've got a document that's waiting for acceptance, you could until a contractor actually accepts it, you might be able to prevent them from submitting expenses or timesheets, for example. So they're not able to use InTime to the max until they've done what you've asked them to do for acceptance. So you've got a clear window on the administrator dashboard of what this would look like. So anything for acceptance, information requests, or anything that's expired. With the InTime Core, it is simply just sending documents for acceptance or information requests to contractors. So it is exactly what it says on the tin. We've also got, with the enterprise package, you've got the ability to mail merge particular documents and also edit them. So for example, you upload a document in PDF format and you could perhaps edit that document. You could add like a drop-down box. So for example, if it was a questionnaire, you could add for example, a drop-down box for options. For example, one really good example I could show you would be this one here. So I have just switched for an enterprise package for this, just to make you aware of what's possible within InTime. But if I was to show you a questionnaire, for example, this is the sort of thing that would be possible. So you could edit a PDF. So for example, here, this is a questionnaire that I found online. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy would you be at work? And you've got the ability to edit this. So you can add options for the contractors to come in. There's a drop-down box. You can add, this is all free text. So this is stuff that I've actually written. Or if you were looking for a more open-ended answer, you could perhaps get them to type something in. You've also got the ability to add an e-signature and a calendar view, for example, if you so wanted to. For example, date completed, you'd have access to a calendar. Finally, the only thing that's left to kind of make you guys aware of is the fact that InTime Core and InTime Enterprise are both available to operate in multi-currency. So perhaps you might have an agency that's working abroad, and obviously they might be processing in euros or dollars or lira or Chinese yen, whatever it is. InTime is capable of managing that, and that's something that would be managed by you guys at agency level. You'd have to create a rate, an exchange rate against obviously your native rate. So it'd be obviously sterling against the euro, for example, and obviously that information would feed onto your invoices once they go off to clients, and would also monitor what's coming in for reporting instances. But that kind of brings us to the end of the online demo this afternoon. I hope you found it useful, and if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Obviously, you've got my email, and yeah, I hope you found it useful.